Hey everybody, welcome back. This is part 5, the final part of my interview with Dr. Caroline Murray. We talk about penguins, we talk about mobile vetting, and the Falkland Islands, pain and arthritis in our animals, and a little bit of neuroscience too. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the episode.
Welcome to rural New Zealand. Do you know, they had... when I was in Mongolia, they had better reception in the Gobi Desert than they have in some areas of New Zealand.
Oh my God. That's so crazy.
Yeah, so the wilderness... Sorry.
No, okay, you talk, I'll stop.
Sorry, there's like such a delay. It's like feel like I'm talking over you all the time. So the Wilderness Vet is my business. It's sort of like the name of my business. So it basically encompasses like my mobile work, when I locum for other clinics, when I work overseas, and like when I do my travels and I write. I do like kind of travel articles and blogs and stuff, and do talks as well. That's one of the things that I want to start doing more of. As you know, I love talking. And engaging with other people and, you know, like collaborating.
Yeah.
So it kind of encompasses everything I do as a vet. And then I've got like another little company called Jigsaw Tribes that's like to do with the female health stuff. That's kind of a different thing. But I'm trying to kind of link the two because that came up because of like my chronic pain like journey. And then I realized how much of that is related. Like, because I'm doing this fantastic course by a company called Canine Arthritis Management, and it's about arthritis in dogs, you know, how to explain and communicate to people about pain, and how, you know, arthritis isn't just sore joints, it's actually inflammation which affects the whole body, and it can affect the heart, and animals can live like less time. So if you address it, they can live long. And so I suddenly realized, all these things in animals are actually really similar to the human thing. And there's a lot of vets, and I think, you know, I'm not sure, you were saying you've got some physical issues, but I think there's a lot of people in the animal world who have chronic pain or issues that I think can be related to the animal world as well. So it's all really fascinating. That's how I got into neuroscience, because I was on 7 painkillers and they didn't work. So I realized I'm going to have to sort this out with the brain. And now I'm not on any medication.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to try and do a connection between, like, at first I feel like a lot of what we see with illness in our field and is because a lot of illness hits women first, and there's more women in our field also. I feel at least on my end, there seems to be a lot more women trainers, a lot more female clients, and that type of thing. But, you know, also just wanting to come to people, you know, pet owners, just like, if you have a chronic illness, you can still train your pet, and this is how you can do it, and this is what you can do, and just, you know, go into those things and maybe tie that stuff in, you know. So I can see how that would work for you too. I saw that on your page. I was like, oh, I wonder what she's doing with women. And I saw I did some neuroscience stuff too, the red light therapy, and I did a I guess it's like kind of neurotherapy-ish, something called TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation.
Oh, wow.
Yes, for depression. And it's like 30 or 32 days. I can't remember. I did it like 7 years ago. And I was on medication and it was like not working. And I went and I did that, and I was like, whoa, 20 minutes a day, and you go every day. And it was amazing. So then I hooked up with a neurotherapist up in New York, and we did like Zoom calls and that type of thing. And she sent me down some red light therapy things that she has. And she's like, try them out. And I was like, all right, I'll try them out. And I was like, I don't know, but I'm willing to try anything for anything, you know?
I think on that note, though, it's important to note, like with the animals, like there is brain stuff that you can do to help, but medication is a really vital part of pain control with animals, because we can't tell them to do like the brain things that we can do. So there's definitely things we can do to help them feel better, but medication is a really vital part of like initial pain control and ramping down the pain. And that because, as like, you know, people who've had pain know, and the same with animals, when your pain is overwhelming, you don't really have the brain space to really process or do anything else. And so it's important to get that under control before you can like get like the, you know, training or like get the other things in place.
Yeah, like if your adrenaline is all the way up here because of pain or stress or whatever, you can't take any of that information in because you're all concerned about all the pain that you're in, you know. And sometimes even some of the medications don't work on the pain, you know. So you've got to find the right medication and that type of thing. Again, getting back to the two fields working closely together. I think it's really important. Have you done, now you like to travel around, like you said to me, like in our messaging, you were like, in 3 weeks I'm going to the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, okay. Is that for business, for your veterinary work? Like,
so when is this being aired, Maria?
Probably in 1 to 2 weeks, and I may break it into 2 segments because of the length.
Oh no, that's fine, because I haven't said about this to some people yet, but I will have by then. So I am going on a new adventure. So I've lived in New Zealand for 20 years, and a lot of things have happened in the last couple of years that I feel it's not really the same country. It's still a beautiful, beautiful country, but there's like some major economic and political issues and a lot of corporatization of vet clinics here, and I don't really like what's happening. So I am going on a new adventure, and I have been offered a job in the Falkland Islands as a government vet. So I'm going to the middle of nowhere for a couple of years, and it's a really exciting job because I'm going to be doing dogs and cats, farm work, penguins, and inspecting fisheries and cruise ships. And there's like the British Antarctic Division, and some of the farms are like not really like accessible by car, so we have to fly there. So I'm having a new adventure.
How exciting. That's amazing. That's exciting. Well, good for you. Yeah, I won't air this for 2 weeks, so you get to tell everybody. You'll probably already be out there.
Yeah, I'm leaving in 2 weeks.
You are? Okay, I'll wait then. I'll definitely wait for sure. That's really exciting. Let's see.
Oh no, I'm kind of like telling everyone this week.
Oh, good. That's good. Good. How long have you been a vet? Like, is it something that you're like, oh, I've always wanted to be a vet, so I went to vet school? Did you have that kind of like, I don't know, people are like, what'd you dream of as a child? I was like surviving. I didn't have a dream. You know, it's like, you know, and then some people are like, well,
adulthood.
Right, exactly. Making it. So, I don't know if you had that dream. It's like,
I always wanted to do something with animals, and I always loved animals, and I used to rescue like little baby birds and baby hedgehogs. But when I was really little, I wanted to be a famous show jumper. Then I realized actually I didn't really like big jumps. And it wasn't until I was about, I think, a teenager that I decided, oh, I'll be a vet. But I think also kind of relating that to human neuroscience, a lot of people who are like doctors, dentists, vets, or like emergency people helping other people is because of unmet needs in childhood. I think that's like one of my theories. I mean, we all like helping people, but when I've analysed like lots of things that have happened and like people in similar jobs, you see like really interesting similar early childhood patterns. Not saying that they're bad jobs to do, but there's often a reason why people, you know, do those things. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah, it's true. I think there is a lot of connection to that. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Let me see. Did I have, I know I already asked you where the middle of nowhere is. Da, da, da. So when you have your mobile you have your mobile clinic, are you driving around in like a big mobile, like an RV or something?
So in New Zealand, there's quite strict rules about what you are and are not allowed to do when you're doing mobile stuff. So I'm very limited by that. So I don't have a RV because I don't have a clinic or equipment as such. So I have a Toyota RAV4, which I love. So I only, when I'm doing my mobile stuff, I can only do, I'm really restricted by the rules here. So I can only do certain things. So I mainly set it up because I live in a small town, but there's lots of rural areas around. And some people have like 6 dogs, like working dogs. They don't want to transport them all. It's a pain. Or a lot of people have cats and cats hate traveling. So I started, people would be like, oh, can you come and vaccinate my animal or look at it? Or, you know, because I don't really want to like put it in the car and drive like an hour, or they get really stressed traveling. So that's how it all starts. So I just do like small stuff, mainly like health checks, vaccinations. Sometimes like with dogs, you can do blood testing and things. But there's America seems to be a lot more like flexible with, you can just be a mobile vet and do what you want where you want, but there's really strict rules here. So it's quite limited. So that's why I do some of that. And then I go and like locum at other clinics that are short of vets in different areas around New Zealand, and then do my overseas stuff separately.
So yeah,
so a lot of it is like
preventative. Yeah, like out here is like you can have like an RV. Basically, your clinic is on wheels, type of thing, you know. And they've even had some like mobile, even spay neuter clinics, so like early spay neuter stuff. So that was interesting. When you go over to the Falkland Islands, are you and you said you're going to work for the government, so are you going to be like just kind of everywhere throughout? Like what types of, like, I know you said things, but like, are they going to be like, hey, we've got, you know, I don't know, animals coming in, some wild animals coming in from another country, and we need you to, when they come in at the airport, we need you to X, Y, and Z, you know, type of thing. That was Troy.
So some of my New Zealand friends do that. That's like a special job here. So that's like a New Zealand government job, like checking imports and exports of zoo things. As far as I'm actually not sure if the Falklands has a zoo. I don't think so. But they're very strict about imports and exports because they're such an isolated island. And they're very touchy at the moment because bird flu is all around in South America, but not in the Falklands yet. And they've got huge penguin colonies. And a lot of that is for tourism. So they're like very hot on biosecurity. So sometimes I'll be in like the little clinic. So there's only 3 vets on the whole island, 3 vets. There's about 5,000 people on the island, 5,000 cows, no dairy cows. People have their own milking cow, and 500,000 sheep. So it's quite a unique environment, and some horses. So a lot of the penguins are on farmland. So like if the farm is a sick penguin, we have to do like a post-mortem on it to check it doesn't have bird flu and things like that. So it's super varied. And then we do, you know, like the normal like pregnancy testing, herd health stuff, and then, you know, like just being on call. So it's like very varied. And then the fisheries ships, we have to audit them, and the Antarctic cruise ships, and just for biosecurity. So it's like varied job, which is what attracted me to it, and just in a totally random place where people don't normally go. I really enjoy living in small communities.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually, because of all the different aspects of it. And yeah, that's really awesome. That's really awesome. Because sounds like it'll be very exciting for sure. I don't know. Are you hearing me? Are you able to hear me?
It's definitely going to be an adventure.
Yeah, for sure. And I
can hear you, but your voice is frozen.
Yeah, I know we're freezing kind of on and off probably, and it could also be on my end too. It's possible. We don't know everything. So, let me see. No, I think I got all these questions. It's a miracle I remembered them all. Only because I
Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk with you, Maria.
Oh, are you kidding me? This has been great. I mean, obviously we could probably talk forever. I think if we ever met in person, we'd hang out and just become really good fast friends
I know.
for sure. So, if you ever will decide to come over to our side, we're all just
definitely.
We'll definitely hook up for sure. But I would love to do this again at some point. I mean, I think it would be fascinating to catch up with you, and see how it's going out there, where your adventures have brought you, for sure.
I would love to do that.
Excellent. Yeah, so we'll just wrap it up, I guess.
Thank you so much. It was so good to you.
Thank you so much. And
what time is it? Oh,
it's I mean,
your afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 4:51. Troy's like, I need my dinner, so give me my dinner, Mama. Feed me. So, but yeah, this has been great. This has been awesome. I really appreciate your time for sure. This has been really good. So we'll catch up. I'll let you know when.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll message you and let you know when it's going to air.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll let you know before.
It's so frustrating.
Oh, I know. It was so good for so long.
Amanda, thank you so much for your time. It was so good to connect, and look forward to more chats in the future.
Same. Absolutely. And message me anytime you want, for sure. Thanks so much, Carolyn. I really appreciate you.
And have a lovely evening.
You too.
Have a lovely evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So what did you think about that final part of the episode? I find it fascinating that her adventures as a mobile vet and what it's like in a different country. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And I love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Be kind to your animals and have a doggone positive day. Bye.